Hey there! This video is to show you how to bullet journal at its most basic form, but I definitely recommend that you read the book by the original creator, Ryder Carroll. Here basically I will show you how I do it and how all you really need is any notebook and any pen. So first you will need a key with which you will be able to organize your tasks. And these are divided into tasks: completed, migrated, rescheduled, irrelevant, priority, events, and notes. Moving on to the index, you are going to number all your pages, and this is of course just for future reference so that you can easily find things in your journal. So here I'm just dividing the page in two so that I can take advantage of that space. And of course, depending on the size of your notebook, you can choose to use 1 or 2 pages for this. The future log is space for an overall view of the months to come. This is because with the bullet journal method, you take each day at a time. So any future events and rescheduled tasks should be logged in here. I am dividing the page in 6. So that I can add the months from May to October. I am using a small notebook here because I know that I can fit my handwriting, maybe write down 3 lines in each row. But of course you can define which size of notebook fits your needs and likes best. So here I'm just adding the month numbers to differentiate each one of them. On to the monthly log. And Ryder Carroll says that he likes to use it as if it was a timeline. That means that he logs tasks and events once they are over. I personally like to use it for future or migrated tasks pertaining to that month in particular. So I am writing down all the numbers of the month in a list. And since this is a small notebook, I just divided the page in 2. Before going into the daily log, which is where you take each day at a time, I wanted to highlight Sundays on the monthly log, but I made a mistake and highlighted Saturday. So a little tip here, if you're like me and like to fix mistakes, is that you can use one sheet off the back to make a patch. And there you go, nothing happened here. So now I can highlight Sundays, which mark the start of my weeks. And like that, I can know which day is which, and I can start my daily log knowing that the first day of May is a Friday. Once you are this far, you can keep on numbering your pages and then add all of your spreads to your index. Your basic setup is done. So now I am going to do a little exercise from the bullet journal method book to show you how it works. So in a separate piece of paper, you're going to write down your goals. You can write as many as you wish or only a couple that matter the most. Write down what it is you want to achieve, why you want to achieve it, and then what small thing you can do right now to get started. I am going to use the goal of simplifying my life as an example. The why is the most important thing because that will be your motivation and keep you engaged. In this case, that would be to have more time for the more important things, of course. And then what small thing I can do is to declutter one drawer and do it right now. So after I've done that, I come back and then I make a plan. You can do all of this in your bullet journal if you want. This is just to brainstorm all the ideas that come into your mind. So I am writing down what needs to be decluttered and even dividing it into smaller tasks, each of them important to the overall goal, and since they are smaller tasks, they are perfectly doable in just a few minutes or a couple of hours. And now it's time to take action on the daily log. You will give yourself something to do for the day. So you decide that you will tackle the whole desk, which means that you can decide what to throw away, what to give away, and what to put to use in some sort of project, for example. And then of course you will want to maybe clean or sanitize the desk spaces. Then as you go, or by the end of the day, you can check your tasks, and let's say that you were able to throw away the useless and to set apart what you will give away. So you cross those out. But then you are not in the mood for any new projects because you know that you have some more important things to do. So you will want to reschedule that on the future log for maybe next month, which is June. So you just log it there so that you won't forget. And you would definitely want to take some time to clean your desk as soon as possible, so you migrate that task for the next day maybe. What I do is to write it down on the monthly log, but even if you don't do that, the migrated bullet will remind you that the task still has to be done. If with time you find out that making new projects with what you saved from your desk is no longer necessary or fun, you can just cross it out as irrelevant. As for the rest of the key, priority, events, and notes, an asterisk would mean it's a task you really want to get done. Like for example, let's say you want to call your grandma to cheer her up. You don't want to migrate or reschedule this, just get it done as soon as you write it down if possible. Events are of course things that you must get done with others, so make sure that you don't forget. And if in this event anything important comes up, you can write it down as a note so that you can revise it later. Once your day is revised and done, you can move on to the next day. And here you will want to add all of your migrated tasks. In this case, it would be to clean your desk and maybe any other task that you need to get done for that day. And that's how you take each day at a time, at your own pace, and at the end of the day, you revise again, or maybe not. The beauty of this is that the bullet journal is there for when you need it. You don't have to log in every day. You also don't have to plan every single aspect of your life. It is about breaking the important tasks into smaller steps and start getting things done, the things that matter most. A small tip while you practice is to write down reschedule above the future log and migrate it above the monthly so you can get acquainted with it. But as you can see, it is all about working with your goals. Write them all down, choose the most urgent or meaningful, and get to planning. As you make progress and tackle tasks, you will feel the satisfaction of getting things done and accomplishing more, which will keep you motivated in your journey. I will show you some extra spreads. Here the possibilities are endless. You might have heard about the habit trackers. Those are quite useful to start and develop new habits because they keep you accountable. And by the way, there doesn't have to be a rhyme or reason in your journal. You can have a tracker in the middle of the dailies, and that's perfectly fine. That's what the index is for, so do it however you want. So the format that I use is very simple. Write down the days of the month and then make a little doodle of the habit that you want to track. Or you can just write it down. As an example, I'm adding waking up early, working out, hydrating, reading, and going to bed early. As each day passes, you better be marking a dot as you accomplish your new habits. And don't feel bad if you don't. Tomorrow is always a new brand opportunity, and these colorful dots will keep you motivated. Feel those as much as you can. Adding one of your favorite motivational quotes is a great idea. Just reading something positive might be what you need to keep it up. So here I'm using Rise and Shine. And now let's say that you want to add a spread that will help you tackle all the aspects that have to do with simplifying your life. So just go ahead and make a list, which you can later divide into tasks in your daily logs and start accomplishing them. Now maybe with this spread you realize you might need a recipes spread to have easy access to. Well, go ahead and do that. Remember that your bullet journal is yours, so do with it what you must. A final reminder is that as you go on adding spreads, layouts, and collections, you must remember to continue to number your pages and then update your index. A final quick review. Our key will help us organize our tasks. The index will make your life easier when it comes to finding where everything is. The future log is for tasks ahead or rescheduled. The monthly log, which I use for my graded tasks, but it can also be just a timeline. And the daily log to plan each day. Some extras were a habit tracker, a project spread, or a collection of recipes, all of which can be set up anywhere. And then you can just go on with your daily log. For more spread ideas, check out my other videos. They are all about having fun while being productive. I hope you enjoyed the video and that it can be helpful in tackling your tasks and achieving your goals. Don't forget to read the book by the creator. I can't stress this enough. That's how you will realize anyone can do this, and it might be exactly what you need to put some order in your life. As always, if you want to follow my bullet journal journey, don't forget to subscribe, and thanks a lot for watching.